Hey, folks, Quilly18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play RIMWORLD. Now, it has been, I don't know, maybe 3 days since the last time I recorded one of these, although I think I'm still like 8 episodes ahead on the series. In between recordings, I did live stream the Bloodkin game where we ran into a pretty terrible bug that took us a little bit to diagnose, but it turned out in the end to be part of the, I think it's called like the useless item filter or something like that. It was a little mod I was running. They gave us an extra little filter for things called like useless and non-useless item. And basically it let us in an option just specify certain things about hit points and quality, tainted, biocoded, that sort of thing. And if items would match any of those criteria, then it would match the filter, which meant that for things like our little dumping stockpiles into the water like this, or later on when you set up a smelter or crematorium or something like that to burnify like crap stuff, you could just do it as a single line item instead of a separate one for this one. I think, yeah, this is for our tainted one, so it allows all clothing that's not clean, so tainted. And I think this one is for our low hit point one, and then this one I'm doing for biocoded weapons and apparel. So we could just do it as one little thing there, which is very convenient, but it had triggered at some point. It bugged out pretty badly, and I was worried we were actually going to have to end a run because our pawns were just getting stuck. They couldn't access things on shelves. They would just stand in place, just not do anything. It was really freaky. So we eventually figured out what it was, but then we had to go not only disable the mod, but I had to go and destroy all sources of storage, every shelf, every dumping stockpile, and then rebuild them to sort of clear their invalid state or something like that. So that was not ideal, and I was worried about this run as well. So what I did before starting to record this episode, I went and did that. I removed that mod. I removed every single shelf that existed. I re-put them. Okay, technically these were wooden shelves. I just, out of convenience, just spammed everything as granite shelves. I don't think it makes much of a difference. I'm not really worried about the fire over here, but technically things are slightly different. I think everything's been put in exactly the same place it was. It's possible that some of the filters that I had for some of these things might turn out that I didn't put them back correctly. So we'll find out when we start if things are kind of in a wrong place. But I went and did that. I also went and issued a big quickly haul everything and get everything reorganized things. So we're going to lose a little bit of time as our people move around things. So yeah, anyway, I did that. I used the I went into dev mode and I used the god mode to instantly deconstruct and instantly reconstruct it, so we don't actually have to have our pawns rebuild everything, because that would have been incredibly painful. So there we go. So a little bit of a hackety hack here to preemptively prevent a really bad bug. So that's unfortunate. The useless item filter mod is really convenient for, well, quickly setting up these little one-shot filters for things that we have to do manually and a bunch of things. Again, the useless item filter didn't do anything we couldn't do ourselves. It just made it a lot more convenient, except not. To be fair, the one I'm running now is sort of one of these, like, you know, forks, continuations of whatever, because I think the original project wasn't being continued anymore, so presumably, you know, and they were being updated from like 1.4 through 1.5 through 1.6, so probably something just changed in the system and a bug got introduced somewhere along the way or something like that. So hopefully that's been cleared up. Actually, the other thing that was added in, which won't matter at all in this run at this time, but I also threw in the childhood backstories mod. If we do get some kids, they'll get slightly more interesting backstories. It almost makes no change from vanilla, and it'll only come up if we end up having babies at some point. And again, we're not forcing anyone to. We're not encouraging romance. We're not like having someone go, hey, try to romance that person. We're hoping it develops organically, because it's always fun to have people pair up and then get the child making process going on. Right, we have this thing. Oh yeah, I forgot this giant structure, which is nearly done, which is nice to see. But yeah, we're lost a high priority haul for a second here, so things are getting moved. Bit of a complaint about storage for a microsecond, but we'll see if that gets itself sorted out here. I don't know what would have been out of storage. And see, like, the shelving, I think when I put down the new shelves in God mode, anything that's on that tile do get put in the shelf, but that's it. It doesn't, like, restack everything. And I don't know if it even, like, might destroy something. And I think as they're organizing the shelves, we're going to get these little pop-ups. So things are going to be a little weird in the short term. And hopefully we don't lose too much time doing this. But hey, our numbers have gotten up. Petra's currently death resting. And what do we have left here? 3.3 days left. That is a long time. We do have enough pawns now that we might not have to wake up Petra just because we get attacked. Chimeras. Okay. Ooh, that's... Okay, these things are really tough if I recall. Really tough. I'm also worried about one of these maybe infecting us with metal horror. I don't know if any of the horrors, any of the anomaly creatures can do that, or if it's only the things that shoot out like finger spikes and stuff. I don't know. But they will attack. It's not one of these where you can just ignore, which I think I thought previously on another run. So it looks like if I assign us to walled... Oh, they're attacking immediately. Maybe because we're too close? I'm not sure. So I was just saying, oh, maybe I won't have to wake up Petra. I think we've got to get... I think this is an all-hands-on-deck situation. Yep. I am not messing around here. Get everyone in position. We have a few wooden traps left. I think I've got these set to, not rearm. We're not going to bother rearming them anymore. I think that the chimeras are really tough. New research available for the chimeras, presumably. It'd be great if we ended up keeping one. Move you there. Oh, what are you guys doing? Just chilling? You gonna walk outside? Might not work out too well for you. Chico, why are you so slow again? Oh yeah, frail and all those things. Your manipulation is down. If I vamp you, does that fix frail? It might. I know Sky's supposed to be first in line, but it might have to be Chico. Assuming it repairs that. Oh, and then you got a little shout. Do we have any special powers that'll be... You know what? We're going to combat command. Yeah. We're not going to mess around here. You know, I think it's a really good thing we have Petra body block here, because I think these things would do a substantial amount of damage to the situation. The burner would be awkward. Yeah, I think we'll just do this. But yeah, I think Petra might implant her genes into Chico. I'm really sorry, Sky. You, by all rights, you should be next in line. But I think it's going to have to be Chico. Because you are really useful. Okay, is that it? That does seem to be it. Are these the people leaving? Did you guys sneak out behind and then not get hit? That's incredible. That's incredible. All right. None of them are wigglers, so we didn't capture any. That's too bad. I think they'll get butchered and maybe turned into kibble or something. Okay. Juggernaut serum. And yeah, we have that and we have that. Right, the corpse has been dealt with. We don't have a cube sitting around. Theoretically, no one's infected with metal horror. Okay, we're probably in a stable spot for a bit. I hate that Petra's still not getting that bed rest. You know what? She hadn't actually spent that much time in the bed rest. I'm going to go and death rest her now. You know, because her need for death rest, is still very low. It's not one of those, like, she got halfway, so I guess we won't bother. No, let's throw her in there immediately. And hopefully, that'll keep working out. We'll see. All right, a little bit of cooking. You know, I think, is it second cooker time? I think so. Let's go ahead and forbid this, and let's get a second cooker going on. I think we'll appreciate it. I mean, I think one cook can maintain this, but some faster bulk operations might be beneficial. I think we'll probably add some extra batteries there later, which is why I'm keeping that space. I think all the floors have been smooth, except this, and you're doing that. I do want to go and pop the Exostrider skeleton. I think I want to get the Mechanator stuff going pretty soon. It'd be nice to have constant cleaning in the hauling at this point. We've got enough people. Material situation should be fine. We don't have a ton of power to maintain things, but I think we've got enough. So I think that's probably what's going to happen. So someone's got to go smash that first, right? Ooh, food poisoning. Dirty cooking area. Well, that's unpleasant. Chico, can you clean the kitchen, please? Immediately Manhunter pack of rhinos? It's probably not going to be a huge pack. I'm not going to wake up Petra again. But I am going to be incredibly annoyed. All right, let's do that. Same sort of thing. We'll do this and then we'll reposition. I guess Chico can actually stand a little further back. Oh, you know, we'll put you there, so it's still not too much of an issue. Where are you going? I mean, you will come into the base. Oh, one's already there. Okay. And half of these are going to go and instantly rot from Scaria. Yeah, we don't have anywhere near the same frontliner situation. Nor do we have our combat command, because that's Petra had that. So Tad and John might take some pretty bad hits here. Okay. I think they're all done. Let me go and put a little finish off command over there. And then drop everyone. Yeah, go and finish them off. Thank you very much. Now, finish off is from the allow tool mod. You can just select someone and right click to finish off, but I like to be able to box select and just flag things. Very convenient. Okay, a little bit of repair. And then... Oh, don't allow rotten corpses. I need to undo that. Really fresh corpses go in here, and I think that's it, including the mechanoids so that they don't decompose outside. That may get tweaked. I can't remember what we ended up with. I guess I can go, perhaps, and make another zone here. Clear all not fresh critical corpses. There you go. Rotten corpses will go there. Let me reset everyone again here. Go, a little bit of treatment. Good. So these corpses will just get dragged out there. I mean, most of the corpses are going to be... Chico needs rescue. Food poisoning with all the frailty and stuff. Yeah, that's not going to help. Can you maybe rescue Chico, please? Thank you. Oh, this shelf here I didn't redo. Clear, critical. This is for my weapons. And make sure they're at least normal quality weapons, and I might do some sub-filtering after that. Okay. And then I don't think we need a shelf in here for our components and stuff. This isn't very far away. It's going to be very convenient to go and grab that. It's something we did in the Bloodkin family, and we might do again. I think that is actually a good idea to minimize walking, but this is pretty close. So I don't know if I need a dedicated shelf for steel, plasteel components, etc. And I don't think I'm going to bother with the unfinished good ones in this one. We'll see. All right, we've got our ship engine or shuttle engine. A little bit of treatment there. No one lost any body parts, right? No. Okay. And then, yeah, Petra, finish your death rest. Your auto wake is on. And then, yeah, I think we'll have to bite Chico. Yeah. We can just ignore this for a little while, assuming the fresh ones are there. Oh! No one can bring it outside because of the allowed area restrictions. There we go. Yeah, bring those corp. I mean, hopefully you don't get any lung rot from this. Yeah, you've been exposed to it. Ryan, you have a mask. Hold on. You know what I'm going to do? So I'm going to turn off hauling for everyone. And then Ryan, can I still force it? No. Turn it on. Oh. Oh, God. Connor's going to do the worst possible thing, which is just to stand in the rot stink. Okay. And then Ryan, all that. Okay, now I'm going to put the regular hauling back on for everyone. There we go. Okay. Oh, Ryan, you get that one, please. Yeah, reserved by John. No. All right, that's looking okay. Links. Wow, we have no break. Where's Tad? Over there. You know what, that's fine. Let's just send people out here. You guys shoot that. Tad. Oof. I was looking scary for a sec there. Someone hold that into the freezer, please. Okay. Back to work. Prisoner there, steel there. We have lots of steel stored up. Not a ton of components. Oh, right. This map here has like a definite shortage of components, at least that we know about. This guy's really cranky. There's kind of a lack of positive modifiers here. Adult, yes. And adult's got the panoxyclin every 5 days. Okay, good. And potentially other happy things. If I had turned off... Oh, I think it was on the hay. Yeah. So I'll turn off the sewing there. Was it on the rest of the food too? Maybe it was on the rest of the food too. Here, I'll keep this one off too. Scott, yeah, get some recreation. Fill your recreation need, which will give you the +10. Good. Okay. Master. Something went disturbed. Had to rebuff Connor. Well, people are trying to get some romance going. It's just not working out yet. When Petra's up, maybe there'll be a ritual. We'll have to get the light ball and everything going, although perhaps not now, because I think that will eat some more components, which we can't really afford at this time. Right, that knife deteriorated out of here, which is by design, and that is presumably, yeah, it's tattered, so we are putting it out there. Perfect. That's working out exactly like it's supposed to. I'm going to be checking the storage from time to time here because we did go and reassign some things, and we need to make sure that it's working okay. Still think this is mostly going to get torn down. Possibly, I think it's probably still going to wait until the labs are done. Although, you know what I could do? Because I talked about moving the block making in here. What I can do is move our temporary lab stuff to here. Yeah, I guess we need to keep the shelf in this. I might want to put a comfy chair in here. Do we have... Oh, we really don't have a lot of materials currently. I guess I'll just put a regular dining chair then, for now. Dining chair out of wood. Put it here. I guess I could get some chairs for these things too, for people to sit at. Although they're not spending much time researching. I'm not going to worry about that. But this one here, and make sure it's at least good quality, please. So yeah, that's a quality builder mod. All it means is if it comes out lower quality, it'll automatically queue up the deconstruct job and redo it. Same thing as we would do manually, but saving us some clicks. So here, we can't put 2 this way. But I can put 2 like this and like this. And yeah, the idea is going to be so that we can access the stone over here as quickly as possible. I mean, there's some storage over there too. That's probably fine. Maybe I'll go and do... People shouldn't walk through, but what if they do? That would be silly. I can put a block storage in here, but yeah, no, we'll just store it outside. That's going to be fine. And do this, because this room's going to stay. Actually, we should probably assume that this should be granitified. In fact, let's do this and this. Now, because this is built into RimWorld now, and this isn't the replace stuff mod, I think it might knock this wall lamp off as it does this. Which, we really don't need this at all anymore. I think what I'll do is I'll just plan a move there. And then we might floor this for a little niceness too, or something like that. Yeah, see, it just knocked down this lamp. So I have to tell you to, put it there, actually. Be nice and centered. That'll look nice. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. And then, yeah, I think everything else will be deconstructed. Okay, so we got a primitive shaman trader. Oh, Chico, right, did drop their weapon. I guess I'll get you to grab the Hellcat rifle again, but yeah. We're going to go and vamp you up. And I hope that it does fix your I'm pretty sure it does. All right, if we look... sorry, not Sky. Petra. Scarless. 1 old wound or chronic illness. I gotta assume that'll fix the bad back. If not, if we have... Like, could you imagine going through all of eternity with a bad back? No, that's terrible. We might have to have Chico have an accident if that doesn't fix itself eventually. I mean, I moved that out of there just because it's annoying. We don't have to clear it out for this building, but it's annoying that that was in the way. I could make this lower priority, but it's going to generate tons more hauling jobs. I don't know. I guess I could just remove the rock chunks from this, or specific granite, because that's what we mostly are making. Actually, we're exclusively making granite. I can add limestone, because that's another one of the rocks we have around, but I don't think there's any need to do that right now, and we are generating a lot of granite. The sunblocker. Badgers remain until destroy it. A hussar! We're not really set up for Goju stuff right now. I'm just going to say no to that. But hussars are pretty good base thing. Connor, you are being a little odd. Have we home zoned? I think we did home zone like everything inside of our walls, right? Yeah. Okay, do I want to just get the mech stuff now? I think so. How? Well, maybe I'll wait until Petra's up. Yeah, we'll wait until Petra's up. And then I think that might be our go time for the mech stuff. I still don't know if we're going to be generating quite enough power. Really need to get more of a research going. Now, we do have the noble apparel in the queue, which may be a little silly because we don't actually have much to, like, I don't have the material to go and make a bunch of corsets right now. But it doesn't take very long to research, then yeah, we'll go back to geothermal power at that point. I mean, the research isn't happening much right now anyway. Everyone's just too busy. Pulling. Oh yeah, okay, you're doing some construction there. Oh, these doors can be held open, although I gotta be careful not to do the others. Mostly this one, actually. I guess. Are there only 2 doors in the structure? I mean, other than the internal ones. Okay, well, we'll put a hold open on both of those. Fine. Save a little bit of time. This is nearly done. Ooh, I should go and put in a cut plants command in here. Because, again, your constructors might not have the skill to do that very quickly. So you really want someone with plant skill to go and clear this out. I don't know if you have to cut like little bushes or grass to do the construction, or if it's only a problem with trees, but what the heck, right? Yeah, food poisoning things. Cooking area. I mean, it's probably an old meal. No fine meals. Oh, because we don't have any meat. All right, well, that's fine. We'll do this. We'll link there. Do we want to do some hunting? What's our animal skill? We could do the tame and then butcher of muffaloes. These are pretty bad, but we could train them up. I could just do just do Tad, because you do have the double skill, even though you're a little lower right now. Honestly, Tad has less to do, so I might go and do this. Just Tad. Do the tame. Oh, you don't have the skill. Can you do the donkeys? Okay, tame the donkeys as a bit of a train. We'll leave this flagged. We'll need to do the boomlowits at some point, but we'll probably wait for inspiration. So it might be good to get the training. And we'll hunt the ibex does and the turkeys. And we could do like a drafted group hunt for the muffaloes. We'll enable this. Actually, I'm disable it for Chico right now, because you'd be moving quite slow. It'd be annoying to send you out on the map to go and do some hunting. But yeah, if we can go and initiate a little bit of hunt, that would be good. Just to get some meat in here. And yeah, I do still think there's a possibility we will go and make a animal pen over here, but just not now. Mostly it'll be when this cleared off, assuming that there's any farmable terrain over there. Okay, that is complete. If the monument gets destroyed, we lose a little goodwill, which doesn't matter, but we will, we're not going to rush to do it. I mean, we'd prefer not to lose the goodwill, but we're not going to care either way, which is one of the reasons we made it out of wood. And then we got our 13 advanced components, which is wonderful. I guess I should probably home zone this for fire defense. And we'll clear that out later. But yeah, again, if it goes away, who cares? And we did apparently properly... No, we didn't no roof this area. I will do it now, because otherwise I'll forget when we go to deconstruct this. Although I don't know if any of this... No, I guess these little inner ones got roofed. Interestingly enough, the rest didn't. But yeah, I should have... Because we wasted some time building some roof here. But at least I caught it now. All right, a little bit of meat. We'll get some fine meals. Great. And then, yeah, we did go and copy that, which is groovy. And yeah, we'll probably... Yeah, it would be nice to get a steady supply of meat, of leather, or even wool for some crafting things. I guess I could go ahead and build wherever my research area is going to be and then move these insides and then tear more of this down. But I guess much of this is just stone, huh? Ancient concrete. Food binge, ravenously hunger. Well, that's very appropriate. Although, apparently you're going on a reading binge. You already went an 8, I think. Yeah, no, that's fine. Petra, how you doing? 4 more hours left. Yeah, and then I think we're going to go and... Oop. We're going to power brownouts now, even though all of these are running. Yeah, we really do have a bit of a power shortage. I'm going to turn this off. That's already off. This is on. I kind of want it. I don't know. I guess I could turn this off. We can still tailor, although it's slow, and I would rather not. I mean, this heater's always having to work because it's kind of cold over here. Need one of those mods, like the power tab mod, to give us a breakdown of what's using up all of our power, because maybe there's something I'm not aware of that's consuming a lot more power than I thought. And yes, we still need the buildings for Petra, although again, we do have the component shortage. That is the one thing with this that would be a little annoying. Petra's having some tea. Was your mood so low? Is Petra addicted to psychite tea? 20% isn't that low, actually. So that is going to trigger fairly often. All right. Fair enough. I'm going to reset Petra, so you go and eat a meal, please. Component worksite. You know what? I think we got to do that. I think we have to go on a raid, although I don't think we have survival meals yet. Do we even have pemmican? No. Maybe not then. All right, Petra, I will get you to come over here. Melee attack. Oh, I think this explodes. Hold on. I think it does. Let me grab, I don't know, 3 people. It's more people having to walk, but they'll get it done faster. If you send one person out, sometimes it they just sit there and get really cranky really fast because it takes forever. This is set to be my waste pack storage, by the way. When I was redoing my storage areas, I'm like, you know what? Let's preemptively get that going on. A lot of times I go as far as possible. This isn't quite as far, but it is sort of within our more inner area. So that seems okay. Oh, I forgot. I can still go downstairs and maybe blow up some things down there. I don't expect anything to have components. I think it's more of a source of steel, but we'll see. Right, pull back, although we do seem to be in a safe range. And then I'm going to home area. Home's on this area. Hang on a second. Okay, and then reset everyone. Some people still went away. Oh, yeah, some people don't do firefighting. Yeah, and it does go out immediately, but paranoia, you know? Oh, and it's got rain. Lovely. Okay, so... Right, it doesn't matter who does this. Presumably it's a research job to decrypt. And then we install the mech component in anyone. So for that, we'd want someone who's going to be in crafting. I think it's going to be John. Yeah. Mad Muffalo. All right, well, that's actually fine. You know what? Rather than do the tame on these guys... Oh, where are you going? You're being a little annoying. Forbid. Come down here. And I'm going to do a drafted hunt. Nah, no, never mind. I know. I'm very changeable. I know. Refill that. Okay, so we have slightly positive power. Barely. Slightly positive power. And we'll just keep the tame job. I kind of want this still because I don't want random animals to wander in. Some of this doesn't matter anymore, but the overall structure is still good as a bottleneck. Ambrosia sprout. Although we're starting to get... Oh, that's kind of a convenient place for an ambrosia sprout. Well, what I'll do is I'll just expand this rice growing zone. Do that. I'll keep the sowing turned off for now, but those will get harvested when they get fully grown. So some walls, it's okay. No reason to rush this still, no. And one of the best things I could do right now is to perhaps stop over-queuing jobs for people, you know, so they could research. But me not over-queuing jobs, I mean, that wouldn't be one of my streams, would it? And I'm very tempted to do a big exploratory dig over here. To find, hopefully, some components. I mean, this would be more convenient and closer, but if I'm doing random exploratory digs, then, you know, you might not have a pretty pattern, which might not matter. We can always fill gaps in with walls. I just wish the constructed walls matched visually the smoothed walls a little bit more. Like, you know, it'd be great if these matched. It's not incorrect that they don't. It just bothers me to the point of, yeah, like these little bits here. I'm like, I'm so happy to found steel, and yet slightly annoyed. I guess if I am going to do any exploratory digging, I may as well clear out these areas first on the basis that we're going to want this dug out anyway, and we might get lucky and find something. And at least it's close. Like, it's more digging, right? Mining out this whole area is a lot more digging than just a little exploratory dig. But I got to do it at some point anyway, and it's close. So maybe it's better than doing the other side. Keep the smoothing going for now, though. Schedule and happiness, deal with it. And yeah, I think this order is still okay on these. The haul and clean is pretty important. It'd be nice to see people fall through. I could go and increase the research to a 3, especially on the people who are the best at research, and not have them haul and clean quite as much. I suppose only 3 of them at the most could do research right now. So maybe, you know what? Maybe I'll go for everyone who's got passion, which includes Ryan, who's not that great at it yet. But I'll do that because only 3 of them can do this, so there's still going to be some hauling and cleaning thrown in there. And we do need to get the research moving a wee bit. Again, I don't know if the noble apparel is the most important thing right now. You know what might be nice, though, is do this and then turn on drafted hunt. Let's say you're going for Petra. That's interesting, but okay. I pulled people away from their work, but that's all right. Then we'll get the warg. Put a little priority haul on it just to make sure, although I think someone will get to it pretty soon. Do I have... what is it called? The dyeing station. I don't see it here. I don't... Is it part of, like, ideology? There it is, styling station. Do I have one? Couldn't remember what it's called. I don't. We do have a little bit of dye. And I am running the mod that allows people to go and dye clothes themselves. Which, again, doesn't do anything we couldn't do ourselves. I really like people going and maintaining this on their own. Oh, these meditation spots, they don't have anything to meditate. Might cause some people to disturb Petra's sleep, but so be it. I guess I could move the statues back, but I want Petra's room to be nicer. She was happy about that. So we'll build that. Steel and wood should be fine. Yeah, we still have lots of steel. And we've got lots of wood currently, without us doing anything else. Although one of the things I might want to do is continuously within my walls, I might still want to be like, well, you know, if there's a fully grown tree, there's actually some other fully mature crops in here. Make sure to chop them out of, you know, it'll just be convenience. Keep that sort of trimmed down and then give them a chance to regrow. And we'll only go outside the walls when we actually need a big tree injection. Right, Connor going back to doing some research. You are very good at the research, Connor. And I think we have caught up on some jobs. So there is, you know, this is a little bit neater than it was, although we might slow down the cleaning a little bit if we're doing more research. No suitable pen. Right, but you'll be roped up to this caravan hitching spot, so that's going to be fine. And actually, I could make this area into a pen. I think we're just going to butcher this. I think it was training. I mean, they are pack animals and things, but I think the idea right now is to just train a little bit of animal handling and then butcher it for the meat. They don't attack back when you hunt, so we could have just hunted the donkey, unlike the muffaloes, which can attack back when hunting. But yeah, that's all we're looking to do here. John, I'm going to get you to clean the kitchen, actually. Not you're doing anything that can lead to food poisoning right now, but let's do that. Thank you very much. And again, a bigger kitchen, we wouldn't have to worry about cleaning quite as frequently. And these guys do generate a lot of dirt in here. What is the butchering job? Is it animal handling? The Tad? Yeah, it is. Okay, so you should do that soon. Sky's sister is here, but we're not going to do a royal tribute. Well, we could give gold, because again, our goal here is to befriend the Empire so that we can bait the Stellarch to show up over here so we can eat them. Not yet. Do I want to get pemmican or survival meals? Where are survival meals? Packaged survival meals. I probably should. Again, I do want the geothermal, although we'd have a material shortage. It's probably a good idea to invest in this. Yeah. Oh, I think it just got a lightning strike here. And another one. I mean, admittedly, it's not roofed. That's part of it. Got a grizzly bear here. If we're going to do some mining on the other side. No, do I open this up? I think I should. All right. Let's go. We're going to mine out this tunnel now. I will allow you to mine out over here. I'm going to go and tick this as well so we can mine from a few different angles. This is going to be increasing the fridge, but I'm going to put a door here so that we're not actually have to worry about cooling this. But we are going to go and mine out this area. Mine out the area that will in the future be for hydroponics. And I guess I'll do that as well. And then we're hoping we run into some components in here. That'd be lovely. Obviously, they're going to be a little steel over here. I suppose I could go and vein mine this. No, you know what? I won't. Grass died from rotting. Oh, that's a lot of hay grass. Haul it in. We really could have some animals. Maybe we don't even have a pen. Maybe we just keep a few around. That's annoying. I think I should probably... I mean, it is raining. It should go out. Okay, yeah, it is going to go out just fine. And yeah, don't worry about keeping this clean. Okay, I think I should probably go ahead and put a cut in here, so I'm going to do that. Folks, thanks a lot for watching another episode, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.